Mile High Sports, your morning minute. Nate Lundy, Shawn Drotar, TJ Carpenter. Thanks for stopping by on a Tuesday. Before we get to the sports news, quick note. Congratulations and a tip of the cap to our friend of the program, Chris Harris Jr., who had his Coats for a Cause event last night at Fleming's Steakhouse. Tons of money raised, as well as winter coats dropped off for kids, for adults. It was a great event. Aqib Talib, Justin Simmons, Darian Stewart, Emmanuel Sanders were also there with him to support that event. Had a chance to stop by. Really a great cause, and as we've said before, Chris Harris and his wife Leah are two of the good people here in town. There are a lot of them associated with the teams, but Chris and Leah are definitely two of them. So a tip of the cap for a great event last night that raised some money and raised some items as well that are desperately needed in our community. So well done, Chris. Well done, Leah. Guys, the Rockies lose last night. The final was 5-4 to the Marlins. With 12 games left to go, we said this Rockies team needed to go 7-5. Well, they've now logged loss number 5. So we are at the limit. Can they get it right for this final week?
Well, they've gotten lucky. The truth is that neither the Brewers nor the Cardinals have been able to capitalize in a way that we expected that they would. So the Rockies still lead the Brewers by 1.5 games, the Cardinals by 2.5 games with 5 to go. They need to bank some wins somewhere, but if you're a Rockies fan, you want to be rooting for the Reds, the Cubs, and the Dodgers tonight. Obviously, the first two are playing the Cardinals and the Brewers, but you want the Dodgers to win to lock down home field advantage throughout the playoffs, which means that the Rockies might avoid players like Clayton Kershaw over their last series of the season.
Yeah, and I think the most important thing here is that realistically you probably only need to win 3 games of the remaining 5, because if Milwaukee loses 2, your magic number is 5, and that means you're in. So you don't have to win the next 5. If you can win 3, they lose 2. If you win 2 and they lose 3, you're in. So I think much more so than not, the odds favor the Rockies making the postseason over the Brewers.
So they're not exactly getting in there hot, are
well,
they?
And that was going to be my question. Is last one for you here, guys, as we wrap up the morning minute is, look, they're going to say, hey, we made it to the postseason. That's all that matters. But doesn't how you get into the postseason matter?
Should matter for confidence. I mean, if you're not playing well against inferior teams, you could be in trouble. But the funny thing is, if they get in and they played well against the Dodgers, a team that is very good and going to be in the postseason, that might be enough to get your confidence up for a 1-game battle against Arizona.
Yeah, really, at this point, all you need is a tipping point. I don't think you need a run of games necessarily, but you need at least 1 game where you definitively win, your pitching's great, your defense is solid, and your run performance is there as well. You have that. I think that gives you the confidence you need to win in the postseason.
6:40 first pitch tonight. Tyler Anderson will be on the bump for the Rockies with, as we've been talking about, 5 games left to go in the regular season to see if they can make the postseason. We'll be talking about it tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Mile High Sports Radio, AM 1340, FM 1047. But for now, for TJ, for Shawn, I'm Nate. We'll see you.